and welcome to Red Leaf Designs. I'm Jeremy, and today we're going to talk about installing a splash cover on your solo canoe. When you get your splash cover, it will come in a stuff sack like this. Inside that stuff sack, you will find your instruction booklet. So this is the instruction manual in written format. It's basically the same thing we're going to go over right now with a few added pieces of information, so you should definitely look through it. But then we also have your actual splash covers. In this case, this boat has both a bow and a stern splash cover. So both pieces are in here. You may just have a bow splash cover. That's an option that we offer. But either way, you will find your splash covers, and your splash covers will have the Velcro pre-applied to the cover itself. Now, the Velcro that you see here is the adhesive loop Velcro that's going to go on the boat. On the cover, you have the hook Velcro. And the easiest way for us to ship that to you is just to put them together and roll them up. So this is what you'll find in the boat, in the stuff sack. You will need to provide your own acetone or denatured alcohol, paper towels or other type of sturdy, durable wipe of some kind, scissors, masking tape, and or a Sharpie marker. So once you gather those things together, you are ready to begin the install process, and that is where we'll go next. So the first step in prepping the boat is to clean just below the gunnels with acetone or denatured alcohol and your paper towel or cloth. I've already done that. Didn't realize that we had not started recording when I did that. So that is already cleaned and done. The next step is to take a few pieces of masking tape. I'm going to get 2 pieces for the bow. And just stick them there. I'm going to put 2 pieces back here, so they're there when I need them. And then we're going to figure out where this cover goes at the bow of the boat. What we want is for this strip of Velcro to sit just underneath the gunnel, in this case, or if your gunnel has a lip, if your gunnel is aluminum or vinyl and it has a lip that hangs down, it would go just underneath the lip. So the catch with these boats, and this is where you may want to come over here with the camera so you can see better. The catch with the boats is because of the taper. If I'm a little too far forward, you can see it's way below the gunnels. And if I'm too far back, it doesn't even reach the side of the boat. So a little bit of a shift forward or back because of the taper of the boat makes a big difference in the fit. So it's really important that you start at the bow or at the stern. If you're putting the stern cover on, you start at the stern. It's important that you start there, and generally we aim for 2 to 3 inches of end cap reveal. So you should have about 2 to 3 inches of your end cap showing. And all you have to do is take the cover and move it until those pieces of Velcro are right underneath the gunnel. So on this boat, this is where the cover is going to begin. So on both sides, I'm just going to mark with this tape exactly that location, just like this. And notice that this is a tag of the Velcro that's still stuck on there. If I get rid of that, you'll see that just like that. And actually, this needs to go up here. So I'm going to start my Velcro, the adhesive Velcro, about 1/4 of an inch in front of where the edge of that cover is on the bow. Hopefully you can see that. Can you see that, Josh? Is that cool? Okay. And then we'll do the same thing on the stern here, back toward the cockpit. I'm just going to walk myself back, stretching the cover as I go, until I get back here. And then I'm going to go about 2 inches past the back edge of the cover. That actually ends up being about where that Velcro is right there. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that. And that way, every time you put this cover on the boat, you line the bow up exactly, and you've got a little leeway here in the back, depending on how hard you stretch the cover, how hard you pull on it. But you'll go about 2 inches past the edge of the cover with the Velcro by the cockpit, and you'll begin about 1/4 of an inch in front of the cover at the stern, or bow and the stern, after you've figured out exactly where the fit begins. Make sense? I hope. So now we are going to actually install the Velcro onto the boat. Normally I would have done this on a bench or a table, but we're going to take the Velcro off of the cover. We don't need that. And then we'll make sure that this is cut square. If it's not cut square, if we've accidentally cut it on an angle in the shop, you can cut that square. But only peel off about 1 foot of the backing. You don't want to peel off the backing on this entire strip. It would just end up being a sticky mess. And then we're going to get right up under the gunnel. I'm going to position the front edge of this so it's right by that tape there. And now, while I'm applying light pressure, pulling backwards on this Velcro so that it doesn't get wrinkles in it, I'm just going to press that Velcro onto the boat. Then I'm going to pull about a foot off and repeat. And I'm just going to repeat that until I get to the end of the boat, or the end of the Velcro. Just like this. And when I get back here to my mark, I'm going to have to cut this Velcro. We ship it to you a little bit long. So I've got about an extra 1.5 inches of Velcro here, so I'm just going to take my scissors, cut it square, just like that. Take off this tape because I don't need it anymore. There we go. And then put that right there. So the Velcro is now applied to this side of the boat. That's all there is to it. A nice trick is to take this backing. The backing is just a slippery plastic. And I like to take the backing and use that to really rub the adhesive into the side of the boat. And that is all there is to it. You would just repeat that now on the other side of the bow and on both sides of the stern. You can see we've already done the stern there. And next we'll put the cover on the boat. Okay, putting the cover on the boat is much easier than putting the Velcro on the boat. All you have to do is make sure that you've got the right section. In this case, we're at the bow of the boat, so we're going to find the piece that has the curved cockpit part here. If it was the stern, it would be straight across. It wouldn't have this arch. So the arch just goes back by the seat, and then you take the bow section, and we're just going to line it up with our Velcro from earlier, because we positioned that Velcro so carefully. And then we just work our way back, applying the Velcro to the boat. And when we get to one of these battens, underneath the cover, you'll see that there's a strap. And if you tighten that strap up, you will put an arch into the batten. And that is what we want to shed water. So if you just tighten those battens as you go, I didn't tighten the strap on that one, that's okay. So if you tighten those straps as you go, you'll end up with a really nice arch in your deck, which will help shed water and keep you dry. So I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm doing this one underneath the cover. That's actually the way that I prefer to do it. It just means you can't see me do it. And then, here it is. Here's the final batten. And that's it. It is installed and ready to go. That's all there is to it.